Welcome back to Minnesota Live. This week, we're bringing you stories from my recent trip to Hawaii.
On August 8th, fire raced through the town of Lahaina, killing 100 people. It is the deadliest modern-day fire, second only to the 1918 fire up in Cloquet that killed more than 400 people.
With the islands being a warm weather haven for Midwesterners, we wanted to see what Maui was like with the town of Lahaina now gone. But first, find out how Maui became the Minnesota tourist destination that it is today.
Hawaii, a land of wonder. Known for its white sand beaches, world-class surfing, and breathtaking sights.
You know, Maui has a way of touching people.
Hawaii is a place of immense beauty and 75-degree temps year-round. It's the third most frequented winter destination for Minnesotans, behind the Caribbean and Mexico. Did you know that Hawaii is made up of 137 islands? The main ones are Kauai, Oahu, Maui, and the Big Island of Hawaii. Oahu is home to the capital, sacred Pearl Harbor, and sandy Waikiki Beach. About 4.5 million tourists visit there every year. Maui sees about 3 million visitors annually. And at the heart of Maui, the town of Lahaina.
Lahaina Harbor was the gem of our island.
Lahaina sits along the northwest coast and accounts for about 2% of the island. In the 1700s, whalers used Lahaina Harbor as a safe port while they hunted whales. In the mid-1800s and early 1900s, pineapple canning and sugar refining were Lahaina's economic mainstays. And in the mid-1900s, tourism development ramped up.
It was originally Pineapple Way Station, but it's been a sail-making shop, a surfboard shop, it's been several different restaurants, but it became Malish and Tavern in 2004.
In the early 2000s, tourism replaced agriculture as Maui's #1 industry. In 2019, tourist spending in Maui topped $5 billion.
This place doesn't work without tourism. You know, when you looked at during COVID, 87% of Maui County was unemployed because of the tourism industry. So with no tourism, we don't survive. It's just as simple as that.
Maui was starting to recover from COVID. Tourists were returning. And then in August of 2023, the deadliest wildfire in modern U.S. history raced through Lahaina. In a matter of minutes, flames decimated thousands of structures, most of them homes.
Oh my gosh, look at the harbor.
According to Maui County, 100 people have been confirmed dead. Locals, though, say countless others are still unaccounted for.
This is the largest natural disaster we've ever experienced. It's going to also be a natural disaster that's going to take an incredible amount of time to recover from.
Immediately after the fire, the mayor urged tourists to stay away.
The conditions at Lahaina town as an impact zone is very dangerous, it's very hazardous.
5 months later, hotels are still housing more than 6,000 people displaced by the fire. Roads around Lahaina are still closed.
It had such a special quality about it that it's going to be so hard to recreate.
So, should you go to Maui right now? Do locals want tourists to return? Do they need more time? Is the island ready? Well, that's what I went to find out.
And we want to thank the Hawaii Visitors and Convention Bureau for hosting our trip. Coming up tomorrow, we wanted to do this kind of scene set because a lot of people hear Hawaii and they're not really sure about the different islands. So we wanted to kind of set the scene. Tomorrow, we're going to take you back to that August day when flames devoured all of these structures, the thousands of homes and restaurants. When people ran from their homes, some of them literally with nothing, not even shoes on their feet. So people were leaving their wallets behind, their passports behind, their identification. They didn't even have shoes on. People were stuck in traffic. They abandoned their cars and ran towards the ocean, seeking the safety in the water. We talked with a Minnesota native who now lives on Maui. She walks us through a day she says she will never forget. So crazy, huh?
And there was no warning or anything on the fire, right? Like that's why when you say people just got up and ran from their homes, it was because it was just happening.
So Hurricane Dora was off the coast of Hawaii, but there were no hurricane warnings. It was just kind of windy that day. And so, you know, schools were shut down. Schools were starting the next day, I think is the first day of school. And so people were kind of finishing up their summer. They didn't think much of it. There was no warning when the fires started on the different parts of the island and when this one came through. no warning, no nothing. And a lot of the problem was that they didn't have cell phone signal.
Yeah.
All communication was out. People couldn't turn on the evening news and see what was happening. It was just kind of they were in a dead zone. And so when people were running from their house, it's because they turned around and
fire was
flames were
coming
coming
at
in.
them. Yeah.
So it's really just unbelievable, the stories these folks have, and everyone on the island has a story,
Oh, I'm
which
sure.
is crazy.
I'm sure.
We wanted to bring in photographer Bill Middicky because we talk about him a lot on this show, and Bill went to Hawaii with me to shoot these stories. You had never been.
Good morning. Yes.
Hi.
No, I've never been there. So
You'd never been to Hawaii. You'd never been to Maui. I wanted to do this story because I've been to Maui a couple of times. My husband and I married on the island. What was your initial thought of Maui? Like, what did you think when we landed, and what did you think you were going to see with Lahaina and the fire?
well, it's very beautiful. And you're driving down, and off one side these beautiful mountains and everything, and off the side is this endless ocean. And then like we got to Lahaina, and it just devastation, burnt buildings and everything. And like I was a news photojournalist for 20 years, and I've seen my fair share of structure fires and all that stuff, but like it was nothing compared to what I saw in Lahaina. Just you know, basically, if I saw every house fire I've ever been, collectively would not be as much damage as we saw there. So it just really was wow for me. So.
Like just block after block, and it seems like you guys were both like taken aback by the fact that it seemed like nothing had changed. Like that it essentially looked the way it did 2 days after the fire had gone through.
The cars were off the roads, right?
Yeah.
But the roads were still closed off. National Guard was still there. We couldn't get through. We couldn't get any pictures except from the main roads that were open.
Yeah, exactly. It looked like it just happened the day before.
Yeah.
I guess there's all this stuff about the way how they have to treat the property, and because of there's toxic ash, and all the buildings are, you know, 100 years. So a lot of them are 100 years old, so they could have asbestos and things like that. They went in the ocean, and there's sea turtles, like they're breeding things,
habitat,
nearby, things like that. And then you go up to the hill, like the picture there, and you just see the row of the memorials from the 100 people that had passed away, and that was right there. That's just amazing. Just it hits you because you see those on the side of the road, maybe 1-2 pictures from like a car crash, but nothing like that where that road just kept going. And yeah, just I don't know what to say.
And the row
really.
of crosses
You
is
know?
up on the hillside, kind of where the fire started. The fire spread down, and then it's just ocean. So it's almost like these, 100 crosses, and these souls are looking down onto their burned town and the beautiful ocean, past that. But it definitely was something that I think stuck with both of us and will for a very long time.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by, Bill, and giving us your perspective on it. So.
Sure.
All right, taking you live to Ely now this morning. More Minnesota Live when we come back.